Application R.J. Hart LLC, doing business as Mamaleh Delicatessen. Alon Munzer, manager, has applied for a new all-alcoholic beverages restaurant license at 1 Kendall Square, B300, with proposed hours of 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days per week, seating capacity of 114 inside, and 46 seasonal patio seats on public property, 32 of which must come from the inside capacity. Applicant is also applying for an entertainment license to include comedy shows, radio, music playing below conversation level.
Good evening.
My name is David Lipschitz, L-I-P-S-H-U-T-Z. My firm is Siegel, Lipschitz & Lowe in Wellesley. I have the pleasure of representing R.J. Hart, DBA Mamaleh Delicatessen, who is acquiring certain assets of Westbridge Mag LLC, is looking to open up a Jewish-style delicatessen at 1 Kendall Square in the current location. We're tentatively scheduled to close 3 days from approval of our license. I have with me Rachel Miller-Munzer, one of the principals, as well as Alon Munzer, another principal and also manager of record. The hours of operations of the establishment are 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., predominantly serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they're looking for all alcohol 7-day restaurant beverages license.
And do you understand the issue on the seating, that when you have outdoor seating because of the cap in the area, that you have to have less seating indoors?
We operate State Park Bar and our restaurant in 1 Kendall Square currently, so we have the same situation.
They currently operate a location which is 3 doors down and 1 floor below in the same square.
Okay.
Say the name of the restaurant again?
State Park.
Yep.
Anything from the executive director on this?
Yes, actually, the application indicates that there is no percentage rent, but the lease indicates that there is.
There is an amendment to that lease that deleted the percentage rent as to alcoholic beverages.
Do we have that?
I believe you have that. I believe it's the First Amendment to the lease.
Around page 70 something.
Yes, I have, yep, I got it.
Okay.
Yes, and I do have letters in support. Councilor Toomey writes to lend support to the application. The applicants are well-known operators in Cambridge, have conducted business here for many years. They've been successful and responsible business owners and have been involved in the community. It's encouraging to see small businesses thrive in Cambridge and continue to expand within our own borders. Hopes to see their new operation become as successful as their other endeavors. And there's also a letter of support from the East Cambridge Business Association to lend their support for the application. The owners have operated in Cambridge for a number of years and established a good reputation in the community, and they hope you find favor with the application.
As an aside, I have great clients.
So this is this a new build out or?
It was formerly, currently operating as Westbridge Restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're taking over that space.
So do you expect much in the way of renovation?
Not much.
Okay. And that has a full service kitchen there?
It does.
And that's the ground level, correct?
It's
Mezzanine?
about half a level up
Okay.
off the street. Yeah.
The
It's not in the plaza levels. It's the building on the right,
Okay.
slightly higher.
And you would be the manager for the alcohol license?
Correct.
Okay, and could you talk about your experience?
Sure. I have been a partner at the former Hungry Mother restaurant, which is located around the corner, which we owned and operated. I was not the manager on record there, but we owned and operated that for over 7 years. And we currently own State Park Restaurant, which is, as David said, on the lower level in the same building. And I am the manager on record there currently.
Okay,
So I'll be on both, kind of one upstairs and the other.
And do those two restaurants both have alcohol licenses?
They both have full,
Okay,
yes. All three will have had full, yes.
okay.
Including the Westbridge?
Westbridge has full currently, yes.
Have you made any efforts to purchase an existing alcohol license?
In the plaza, there are certain amounts that the licenses, as far as I can tell, are designated to that plaza. There are certain amounts, so they're meant to transfer from one to the next. Something along those lines.
Something
You
along
know,
those
more-
lines.
yeah.
There is a set number of licenses allowed at that location. They can't be transferred, but when one goes out, a new one can go in, because that's what's allowed there. So it's a capped space.
So Westgate is not yours?
Correct.
Westbridge, okay. So Westbridge is leaving.
Correct, and as I understand, the license goes back to the city, but they're kind of almost promised that the space gets one back somewhere in the plaza.
Assuming the ABCC blesses you.
Right.
Right, and we bless you.
Right.
That's correct. So you're not permitted to transfer
Right.
the Westbridge license.
Correct.
So you're also applying for an entertainment license. Could you describe the entertainment that you expect to have?
I think, potentially down the road, maybe a comedy night or very low-key music, small musical acts or things like that.
And obviously, this space is all deeded to you, at least with the permission of the owners, and the owners are aware of what you're applying for.
Absolutely.
So they've done the abutters with their own
Yeah,
people around you, they're aware of this in terms of their
Yeah.
overall strategy for the location.
yeah, and we've been operating in the plaza for 2 years and have a very good relationship with the landlord, which is nice. And there's, as you may or may not know, a lot of development going on in that plaza, and it's, there are existing restaurants there, there are restaurants coming in, and it's, conceptually, it's a good fit for the mix of what's going on in the neighborhood.
So now when you go and take out the space other than cleaning and whatever, there's no major modifications?
We're doing a small amount of construction. Just changing, mostly just to change the feel of the place, so that it kind of becomes our own, adding some deli cases and things like that.
And no major mechanicals, you're just gonna...
No,
Part of the allure of the location is that
Yeah.
it's a recent build-out. That was 3 years?
3 years.
3
Yeah.
years.
So you're gonna have to make sure all your safety stuff is back up to snuff after they leave what's on the board too, that's all.
Oh, absolutely.
Typically hood certifications and
Yeah.
extinguishers and all.
Sure.
Is any member of the public here to speak on this matter?
When do you intend to serve alcohol? Actually serve alcohol?
Well, the license is 10 to 10, and we aim to offer it the whole time we're open, lunch and dinner. We don't see mostly food sales, but much like the other applicant earlier, we'd like to have it available if I guess that's
Are you going to serve it, or you want to just have it available?
Oh, we'd love to serve it, we make money from it, but as much as it has to be, we'll sell.
Okay, any further questions?
No.
Any other questions?
Motion? That's you.
Make a motion to approve AJ Hyde LLC, DBA Emily's Delicatessen, town Munson manager. At Kendall Square, Building 300 for the proposed hours of 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week. 114 seats inside, 46 seasonal patio seats on public property. 32 seats must come from outside capacity. Also applying for entertainment license to include comedy shows, radio, music playing below conversation level. Obviously, they need 21 proof, and also crowd manager would apply to the allocation as well.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Is the patio on public or private property?
I was just going to ask that question myself. I
This
think
says
that's,
public.
it should be all private, right?
Is it on, you tell us, is it on private property?
It's
I
probably
thought it was
private.
private.
I don't think anything is public.
That's the,
Just the sidewalk is what
Just
we.
the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And
But
the
you're,
sidewalk
you're,
is public. and
right, you're inside.
We're on the opposite side.
Yeah.
So you're not planning to have seating on the sidewalk?
No, it's
No,
all in private
it's all
space.
So I'll amend that to private property for the outdoor seating.
Is there a
sure.
second?
While we're asking questions,
Well,
can we throw a couple of televisions on there? Is that a big deal?
That's not a big deal, that's going to
Okay.
be approved over the counter.
Like,
Okay. So 2 TVs.
how about 3? By a couple, I meant a few.
3 would be great.
A couple is 2, a few is 3.
That's what I'm
Just for future
saying.
reference.
I used the wrong
All right, so 3 TVs, and presumably those are at or below conversation level?
one. Absolutely.
So does your motion stand with that
Do
amendment?
you want to put that in the amendment, or you just want to double count on it? We'll throw it in, yeah, to
We
include
can
3.
come back to do
To
it. I mean,
include
we're
3
still.
to include 3 TVs, playing at or below conversation level.
So it's, TVs don't have to be,
I
no, it's the music that's,
know,
We have a
Shannon
second.
threw that in, so.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.